Hey, what is up with it once again, bros, women, fanboys, and fangirls, as always. Oh, yeah. Bros, women, fanboys, and fangirls, ladies and gentlemen. Kakus, Niki, Kimordo, Takus. That's what I meant to say. Takus and Kimordo, Nintendo, Sony, Free, 2011, their game, MannyTendoWolverine. As always, you know, the wrestling show is not for the channel. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram, BShoot, Brighteon, Odyssey, Library, Rumble, any other social media platform site you guys can think of. Well, believe it or not, I think this week or next week I may end up making possibly, don't count on it, but I might be making a Telegram account. And I'm sorry that introduction was all over the place, but I don't got no extra news to talk about, any extra shit that's in lamestream BS effed up media. I mean, the only thing I could probably say that has nothing to do with video games, anime news, Twitch history, drama news I usually talk about, or reaction videos I do sometimes, is it looks like this month or next month for June and July, if you want anything that has to do with beef or meat or cheese or any of that, thinking about going there, probably more than likely either McDonald's, not even Burger King or Wendy's, either McDonald's, Walmart, Target, or Sam's Club, Costco. Um, Only thing I can tell you is stack up on a shit ton of beef and meat, because that shit looks like it's gonna be the next thing that ends up disappearing forever. In my own personal opinion, I doubt it. I know last month was that whole thing that happened with the whole Continental freaking gas line that got hacked or whatever by China or Russia or whatever. I usually don't talk about type of news like that, but I'm just saying, if you can, if you have the affords and the means and the abilities, especially for solo, and you don't have any family like I do, except for maybe like two of my roomies, but that's the closest thing I got to family, is just be extremely fucking cautious. I'm not saying, oh, doom and gloom, the end of the world is going to be coming soon. I'm just not saying that shit. But anyways, yeah. If you're thinking about getting beef or any ribs or baby back ribs or any of that shit, you probably want to get it right the fuck now, before that shit's almost like completely gone. I'm just saying. I already got like four or five baby back ribs. Should last me for about 2-3 months, hopefully. So I might get 3 or 4 more later today. I don't know. It depends. But anyways, let's get into movie, video game industry, anime, manga news, Twitter drama news, and reaction videos like I usually do. Let's get into it. So, as you can tell, in the background, I'm playing some Genshin Impact, and I'm going to be playing God of War. 2018's God of War music in the background. It has Norse mythology in it. I'm just going to read this real quick. Since it's not really nothing to do with the video, because I thought this was from 3 days ago. This is way older. So, yes, real quick for the Powerpuff Girls. So, this was from Newsbreak. I didn't even know Newsbreak had something like this. But the main 3 stories I'm going to be focusing on is how Genshin Impact with the EPIC Gamestore is going to be coming out next week, along with God of War. Unfortunately, the God of War Ragnarok is supposed to be coming out next year now. So they delayed it all the way till 2022. It's probably going to be for either summer, or they're probably going to release it 2022, October, November, when the whole Black Friday, like, holiday season's around. So they're probably going to release it then if they don't release it during the summertime next year. So there's that. Or maybe early spring. I don't know. And this Amazon thing, I didn't get a chance to talk about it last time, so I'm really going to talk about it for real this time. So, for Newsbreak, I'm not sure where this comes from. Just got to give credit to Newsbreak. We even know what the live action thing that already happened a while ago. I talked about it, did my overall thoughts, using opinions. So let's go. With live action adaptation of Powerpuff Girls on the Rise, I'm so surprised that show's starting to fire up bloggers' fingers. Custom commentary on Twitter, nostalgia, and reflections on previous adaptations. But we're still learning about the scope, tone, and overall vibe of the remake. One thing we have to do is some line is preliminary casting these people's names. Chloe Bennett, Dove Cameron, Iana Purielli. However you say that name, I don't care if I mispronounce it or not. Will show up as Blossom, Bubbles, and Buttercup. Donald Fashion. I have no idea what that is. I'm bragging not to go on Wikipedia to see who the fuck he was. Played the father of Professor Drake Utonium. Running out with the cast, Nicholas Padonian playing the villains Jojo Mondell, and Robin Lively will be playing the mayor's assistant, Sarah Bellum. Obviously, this chick, I'm going to be surprised she ends up being extremely hot as fuck. She's probably going to be like adult prawn star levels of sexiness and beautiness for sure. This Robin Lively chick. Obviously, that's what she was in the cartoon. She was just there to be like a really beautiful, lustful, like sexualized woman, in my opinion. But anyways, Second part I'm gonna read here really quick too. That's not it. I know I had it highlighted here. Ah, this is it. I didn't even see it the first time. Well, I'm gonna read it real quick. Then we can go on to the real meat and potatoes of this video. According to the CW CEO Mike Padowicz, and it sounds like it's the other word, pedo instead. That's real bad. So it says, the recent decision to rework the live action Papa Girls pilot was made because the network allegedly left the full episodes was a little too campy during a May 25th presentation of CW's while scheduled held shortly this afternoon was made. I mean, if the CEO himself was saying, "Oh, it's a little too campy, and we got to reboot and repilot, and rescript the whole thing all over again," which they did say they're going to completely change it all and start from scratch again. And then they're going to keep the same actresses and actors, but they're going to completely rewrite the script, which is good because obviously, I don't want no third wave feminism bullshit or SJW cancel culture trash in that fucking thing. I mean, they're probably going to have other subliminal messages, probably going to be tied to, in my personal opinion, like Satanism and all that shit, but whatever. Saw a lot of mainstream media movies and unfortunately games, especially shit like Halo and Assassin's Creed and COD. Oh my god, it's a shitload of evil organization, corporation logos in those games, which sucks because much I like playing video games. A lot of gamers really don't know that shit very well. Very few, except for this one dude. I don't know if he's on YouTube anymore or not. His name was Vostovlad. I know he knew about a lot of that shit, and he liked video games just as much as I did. But anyways, if he's still around, I don't know. Maybe I may or may not remember to leave his link to his channel down below. But anyways, let's get on to the main meat and potatoes. You can tell Genshin Impact is releasing an EPIC Gamestore next week. So it says games will be available from Epic's marketplace in the beginning of June. This comes from Tom Ivan, so I got to credit to him. So it says the open world action world RPG, which is developed and published by MiHoYo, original release for the PC, PS4, Android, and iOS September 2020. I thought it was like June, July, August last year when it came out. I know it was September. Because I remember the first time I heard it, I remember that one chick, it's one of these two, like, these anime reviewers. I'm not going to say their name because they already have like 4 or 5 million subscribers. So I'm not going to give them any credit. Not because I hate them or anything. I like watching them, but a lot of people kind of know who they are already. So, plus they make money off of this, so I'm not going to give them any more extra cents. I'm sorry. I remember this one chick I always watch them. If any people are very hardcore fans of like these Hatsune Miku videos, or you're familiar with this girl's Otaku Monthly Favorites, and she goes to these hotels all the time and tries them out, you know who I'm talking about. If not, I'm not going to say her name. But anyways, I think she was the first one I heard that about Genshin Impact when I first heard about it last year. But anyways, let's move on. September 2020 has been a massive success, generating $1 billion in spending from the App Store and Google Play alone within 6 months. The PC version is only available to download from MiHoYo's website via Bespoke Launcher. I've never heard of that before. PS5 version of the game was also released April 28th along with Genshin Impact's 1.5 update. Epic Gamestore's players will also be able to redeem a mystery bonus to aid them on their adventure into their in-game redemption of code Genshin Epic. And then the guide includes, alright, Genshin Impact is an open world action RPG set in Teyvent, hopefully I'm saying that right. Players take on a role of the traveler from another world, who has been separated from their own twins and embarks on a journey for them so far. Sotar Tevet, hopefully I'm saying that right, Tevet's 7 cities, Modasta's hopefully I'm saying this right, Linui Harbor, has been available for the players to visit. To the other cities will become available at a later date. MiHoYo's recently revealed the first concept in the game's third main region, Inazuma City, and some of the surrounding landmarks. So overall thoughts and opinions. Once again, microtransactions and JRPGs I really give zero shits about. I mean, yeah, when it comes to like anime and reading manga here and there, I'll get into that. Because I'm able to control it whenever the hell I feel like controlling. Granted, you could do the same thing with JRPGs and visual novels, but I don't know. I mean, it's beautiful and it's amazing, it's gorgeous, it's absolute hell. The freaking art style is for this game, and still a microtransaction. I can't fuck with that. I'm sorry. I cannot screw around with it at all. So I'm not putting my hard-earned fucking money that I gotta use for bills and taxes and shit into a fucking gotcha game. I'm sorry, I'm not. Even though, granted, I'm not gonna lie. And this goes for pretty much every anime, manga series, and JRPG series out there. They have extremely. Oh, I looked on the art, whether it was safe for work or not safe for work. I looked at, just say I had a lot of fun time looking at these two. That's for sure. Whether it was safe for work, not safe for work, R34, ridiculous. Oh god, the freaking R34 lewd fan art for these girls in Genshin Impact. Oh, it is ginormous, man. I think the main two that are the ones I watched the most is probably Jean or Jean, however you say her name. Her and I think Amber. Those two are really cool. But anyways, let's move on. I think Lisa too. Lisa, oh god, fucking Lisa, man. Oh man, probably the best R34 art I've seen in like 10 years. But anyways, it's not what I'm here to talk about. I hope to God YouTube doesn't take this shit down because I'm talking about lustful shit. But anyways, the God of War Ragnarok, sad news, unfortunately. I'm a little sad about this shit because I'm a real hardcore God of War fan, man. This shit's super, super beautiful as hell, honestly. It's one of the best freaking awesomest top 10 Sony PlayStation like franchises of all time, in my personal opinion. So it says the delay that we knew so far was coming. This comes from Liam Croft from Push Square. So this is part of a new Q&A post. Unfortunately, a Q&A post on the PlayStation headquarters. I'm playing that in the background. Head of Sony's PlayStation Studios, Herman Holst, hopefully I'm saying that right, has confirmed that God of War Ragnarok will launch to the PS5 in 2022. It was delayed, as we all assumed that was going to happen, but it was set in stone. When discussing the release date at some of these uncertain times, Solson, for the God of War project, we started a little later, so we made a decision to push that game out to next year and sue that Santa Monica Studios can deliver the amazing God of War game that we all want to play. Unquote. Santa Monica Studios expanded with their news over Twitter, writing that we remain focused on delivering top quality games and maintaining the safety and well-being of our team and creative partners and families. With this in mind, we made the decision to shift our release windows to 2022, which I'm not shocked about that motherfucker at all, but there's a tweet there if you want to read that yourself. I'm not sure if that's typical QRPR fucking fluff that they're saying, or they're just lazy as shit and they don't want to do it this year. They gotta wait all the way till next year to do it. But moving on, so it says, back in the PlayStation blog, blog on Herman Holst says, quote, with these things, something's gotta give. It cannot be the quality of our titles, and it surely won't be the health of our well-being for our amazing team. And also stated the Horizon Forbidden West is on track to release this holiday season, but that's not what's certain right now. Yeah, so overall thoughts, views, and opinions. Honestly, I'm not going to be surprised if even Gran Turismo 8 and freaking Horizon Forbidden West, if they get held to like next year, 2022, it ain't going to be a shocker to me. Unfortunately, this is what Sony's been doing since like the PS2, maybe the PS3 era. They always held it back every like 2.5, 3.5, 4+ years until the fucking game comes out. But sadly, that's just how it is in the gaming industry, man. Can't really do shit about that. The more advanced and more realistic freaking the graphics are, which is a 4K, 8K, and 300+K eventually, it's just how the fuck it is. This one was really fucking silly, to be honest. I'm just going to read it real quick. I'm not even going to read the whole fucking thing. So it said, yeah, Amazon Zenbu Warehouse Meditation. This is real. As crazy as fuck as it is, but this is what may go down as a 2020 moment. Amazon has unveiled kiosks to help overwork employees' distress. Vice has report calling the amount of Zenbu is a tiny. Of course, it would say that. It's a tiny mindful practice room and about the size of an old school phone booth. These workers can practice companies' Amazes program with the thoughtful mindfulness of the individual Amazon kiosk and ability. The company says these booths are Amazon's well-worked program, announced earlier this year. Wow, when practice employees said the tiny booth is equipped with plants, tablets, and a fan of the computer that can be played employee-selected videos. Wow. As Amazon touted, it was invented by an employee named Liam Brown. It's just fucking silly. Overall thoughts, views, and opinions is a bitch. If you need psychological help, don't even go to a therapist or psychologist. Go to Jesus, in my opinion. That's all I gotta say for now. I'm out of here. Peace out once again, ladies and gentlemen, fanboys, fangirls, talking melodies. I'll see you on the city. Have a good day. Have a night, wherever you never stop.